Well, welcome back to the channel, everybody. As always, greetings and salutations. I hope everybody's doing well out there today. Today is Friday, October 11th, I believe, here in Minnesota. I am coming to you with some information today, and it's a bit sobering, a slap of reality, a dose of reality, if you will. It's not hard to admit mistakes and faults, so going on camera and making it public is even harder. But what I have to tell you is I've been having an affair. And she's right behind me, and the wife knows about it. An affair with RVing, you guys. Come on, man. I still got principles and morals. Anyway, have you bonded with your camper or your RV, your coach, whatever you may be in? Fifth wheel, travel trailer, diesel pusher, gasser, whatever it may be. Have you bonded with your camper? I'm going to tell you something. When we first started RVing in 2018, that's when we bought our very first camper. And that was a travel trailer, about a 35 or 36 foot Keystone Outback travel trailer toy hauler. We didn't last too long in it. We didn't want to make a big investment at first, and for good reason, because we didn't know if we were going to like it and if we would last at it. Well, as fate would have it, we fell in love with it, and we ended up keeping that travel trailer for about 2 weeks, I think, and it was just too small. The slides, we didn't know anything about RVing. The slides were too small. The appliances were very inconvenient where they were located, and it just was not very user-friendly. So we ended up getting rid of that right away, and we ended up getting a Grand Design 349M toy hauler. And our passion with RVing quickly began. With that particular camper, I found myself bonding with it. That may sound odd, but if you are passionate about RVing and you enjoy RVing, you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. So we've been through some campers since then, if you followed our journey, and now we are in the 2024 Keystone Cougar 316 RLS with the full body paint Midnight Edition package. And it's been a long time since I have bonded with a camper, if that makes sense. Now, what I mean by that is because I am a very hands-on kind of guy, I like to touch, feel, taste, smell, see, hear, all of the senses that go into making us up as human beings. I like to pour all of those things into an RV. And I was a bit skeptical going down to a mid-profile, a non-wide body camper that was smaller than we're used to, but I have found myself bonding with this camper. Now, I know that may sound strange, but when you tinker with your camper, when you make repairs to your camper, when you are mechanically inclined, or even if you're not, I highly encourage you viewers to put your hands on your camper and get to know it inside and out, to find out what makes it tick. Do your research, do your reading, watch videos on YouTube or TikTok or whatever your preferred method of social media is. There's a plethora of information out there. But the more you learn about your particular RV, the more you bond with it. And the more you bond with it, I think the closer you get to the passion that makes up what RVing is all about. Whether you're first timers, if you're watching this, whether you're thinking about an RV purchase, if you're watching this, or whether you're a very seasoned RVer, I highly encourage you to bond with your camper. Again, no matter what platform that looks like, fifth wheel, travel trailer, pickup truck campers, whatever it may be, a coach. You got to bond with your camper, you guys. it will make you a better RVer. And being a better RVer makes the experience that much greater, and it makes you that much happier. Of course, being an RVer comes with a lot of pitfalls and follies and ups and downs, and there is no perfect RV out there. But again, if you bond with your camper, the more you get to know it. You get to figure out what its little quirks are. Some are fixable, some aren't, some you can live with. One of my favorite sayings is, what can you or can't you uncomfortably live with? Because that's much like RVing. Every RV is going to have a few of those little quirks, and you either learn to live with them or you fix them. If it's a small issue or a big issue, totally up to you, you guys. But I encourage you all to bond with your camper. So that being said, my wife knows about my affair. In many ways, she's having an affair as well, because she's actually really started to bond with this camper. We very much enjoy it. There is a reason why Keystone Cougar is the #1 selling fifth wheel of all time. In all of history of fifth wheel campers, the Keystone Cougar is the biggest selling and the most popular model to this day. And there's a reason for that. They're a great coach. They're a fun way to travel and see the country. And for me and my house, we have made the best memories that will last us a lifetime. We've made lifetime friendships, lifetime experiences, lifetime memories. So when you hear a lot of the naysayers and you hear a lot of the doomsdayers and the woes me's about RVing, I encourage you to seek out the positive side of the RV lifestyle. Even though we're not full-time, we are very part-time. We go as much as we can, and we typically go south for the winter. But I promise you, if you're thinking about doing it, first and foremost, go get that inspection, whether that's a third party or if you have to hire someone to do it. Unless you are a very, very seasoned RVer and know precisely what you're looking for, you've got to go get that inspection, you guys. So with that being said, I want to make one last closing statement, and I'm going to cover some of this stuff in a few days when some of my parts show up. When it comes to Keystone and how they've treated me with warranty, I have had 3 incidents, I believe, involving warranty claims. One of them was my rooftop vent cap on one of the pipes. When I got home, I noticed one was missing. Called the dealership. They made one phone call. Within, I think, 2 days, I had a box full of like 4 of them. I'm like, why'd you send me 4? I only needed 1. So now I got some extras. When it came to my flooring, one of the sofas right out of the gate was causing a scratch in the floor from a 1.5-inch screw that one of their installers drove almost straight down into the floor. So they sent me out the flooring. Luckily, I'm handy and I've laid flooring before, so I fixed it myself, which is on one of the other videos. As of recently, I went to sync up my tire monitors, the TST tire pressure monitor system that came with my camper, and I couldn't get it to work. I couldn't get it to sync up. And I noted that there are 2 different types of sensors. There are the valve stem covers that just screw on and then you pair it with your monitor, or the other style is internal. So I called the dealership where I bought it from and told them what's going on. They called the manufacturer. The manufacturer said, well, we can't say for certain, but we believe that the sensors are the internal kind if they didn't come with the kit that we sent with the camper. Well, no, there's no internal sensors in there. So myself being proactive, I went and purchased the proper valve stem sensors that are going to be here, I think, on Saturday, so I could have a tire pressure monitor system that works. John up at Bullion RV in Duluth, Minnesota, reached out to me and he said, hey, have you figured this out yet? What's going on? Let me help. And I told him, look, dude, I don't like to sit still and wait. So I just bought the sensors for $192. He said, send me the invoice. I sent him the invoice. He turned it into Keystone. Keystone said, we will absolutely reimburse you for that. So they're reimbursing me for the $192. So my experience with Keystone has been good. They've always been very responsive, etc. If you followed my journey about the roof, I'm going to make another video about that now that it's been about 2 months. I'm going to climb up there this weekend. I'm going to take you along. We're going to do some cast lighting. We're going to see if there's any differences from day one to now with all the bubbles and ripples that were in the roof. So stay tuned for that episode, you guys. That's going to be coming up. Other than that, I'd love it if you guys would hit that like and subscribe button. We got some pretty cool stuff that's coming out. We're working on it right now, doing some video editing and filming. So I'm going to keep you in limbo on that, but it's going to be some pretty fun stuff, that I guarantee. So stick around, come on back to the channel. Thanks you guys for being here. And as always, see ya.